It started on a quiet night above the Pacific Ocean. A strange signal reached Earth, not from any satellite, not from any known source. It was a voice, calm, deep, alien. People of Earth, it said, a great war is coming. Prepare yourselves or your world will fall. The message spread across the planet within hours. News channels played it nonstop. Some people laughed, calling it a prank. Others felt fear deep in their bones. Governments went silent. The United Nations called an emergency meeting, but no one knew what to say. Then another message arrived, this time with an image. A fleet of colossal alien ships, shining with silver light, floating near the edge of the solar system. The message continued. We come not as enemies, but as protectors. You are not ready for what is coming. But humanity didn't take it well. People filled social media with jokes and memes. Aliens want to protect us? From what? Even world leaders doubted it. They had seen threats before and survived them all. Only one person didn't laugh. Dr. Alara Kane, a space scientist working at the Global Research Station. She listened to the signal over and over, and her face turned pale. Hidden inside the message was something else. A strange pattern like a countdown. That night, she looked up at the sky and whispered, "They're not warning us. They're warning themselves." And far beyond the moon, among the stars, the alien fleet moved closer, silent, watching, waiting. Far away from Earth, in the heart of the Orion Nebula, the Galactic Council gathered. A circle of powerful alien species, each thousands of years older than humanity, stared at a giant hologram of Earth. One of them, a tall being with glowing eyes, spoke first. They refused our help. Typical humans, arrogant and blind. Another voice, sharp and metallic, echoed through the hall. Let them face the war alone. When the enemy arrives, they will beg for protection. But the oldest among them, the Archon of Vareth, shook his head slowly. No, they are different. I've seen their wars, their chaos, their strength. The others laughed. Strength? They still burn their own planet. They cannot fight a galactic threat. Meanwhile, back on Earth, Dr. Alara Kane stood before a group of world leaders. She showed them what she found, the hidden countdown inside the alien signal. The timer was ticking. 2 days left, but even then no one believed her completely. Some said she was exaggerating. Yet behind closed doors, secret preparations began. Defense satellites activated. AI systems came online. New space fleets were built under code name Project Horizon. The Council continued to watch Earth. Their scouts sent live images, humans testing new weapons, building something powerful near the moon, something unexpected. They're preparing for war, one alien whispered. But not against us, said the Archon. They're preparing for what's coming. Silence filled the chamber. For the first time, even the Council felt uneasy. Because deep inside the cosmic storm, a darker presence had already awakened, and it was moving straight toward Earth. The alien scout named Viran had been observing Earth for weeks. Hidden behind the shadow of the moon, his small ship recorded everything, every launch, every transmission, every weapon test. But what he saw next changed everything. On a hidden base near the dark side of the moon, humans were building something massive, a black metallic structure that pulsed with blue energy. It was not a missile, not a station. It was alive, almost breathing. Dr. Alara Kane called it the Erebus engine. It was humanity's most secret creation, designed to harness dark matter and bend energy itself. Not even the Council had such power. In a private meeting, Alara spoke to the world's top commanders. If the enemy is what I think it is, conventional weapons won't work. This engine may be our only chance. Byron sent a message to the Council. They are building a weapon, a forbidden one. It could destroy everything. But the Archon of Vareth only watched the recordings in silence. No, he whispered. They are not building to destroy. They are building to survive. Back on Earth, storms of plasma danced across the sky as the Erebus engine came online for the first time. Energy rippled through space, reaching even the alien fleets watching from afar. The countdown continued, 18 days left. And then, something terrifying happened. A sudden pulse from the dark edge of the solar system. A signal, not human, not alien. Something ancient had responded to the Erebus engine's energy. Dr. Alara stared at the readings and said quietly, "We didn't start this war. But now they know we're here. The sky above Earth turned red. At first, people thought it was another solar flare. But this time, it wasn't the sun. Something was coming through space, tearing the fabric of light itself. The countdown hit 0. From the darkness beyond Saturn, a fleet appeared. Massive living ships made of metal and bone. They moved like creatures, not machines. Their eyes glowed with blue fire. They were the Devourers, the enemy the aliens had warned about. The Galactic Council's defense fleet rushed forward. Thousands of alien ships surrounded the invaders. The battle began. A storm of light and destruction, but within minutes, the Council's mighty ships were burning. The Devourers fed on their energy, growing stronger with every strike. From the moon, Dr. Ilara watched in horror. Earth was next. She opened a secure channel to the global command. Activate the Erebus engine. Now. The world leaders hesitated. But it's untested. We don't have a choice, Ilara said. The order was given. As the Devourers approached Earth's orbit, the Erebus engine roared to life. A shockwave of dark light spread across space, bending gravity itself. The alien monsters slowed, confused, trapped in the field. Then, the human fleet attacked. Thousands of drones and ships launched together, striking with precision and fury. Explosions painted the stars. For the first time, the enemy screamed. Watching from afar, the Council survivors were stunned. How can a young race fight like that? One asked. The Archon answered softly, because humans don't fight for power. They fight for home. But the war was far from over. Deep within the void, the Devourers began to evolve. For a moment, it seemed Earth had won. The Devourers drifted silent in the darkness. Their ships shattered, their bodies frozen in the void. The human fleet cheered. The world celebrated, but victory didn't last long. Hours later, the wreckage began to move. The broken ships reformed themselves, merging into something bigger, darker, and alive. They had learned from the Erebus energy, and now they used it against humanity. In the command center, Dr. Ilara stared at the readings. They're adapting, she whispered. They're becoming stronger. The Erebus engine pulsed wildly, energy levels spiking out of control. If it exploded, it would destroy half the solar system. Ilara had one last idea. Something dangerous. Something final. She contacted Earth's president. We can use the engine to open a rift, drag them into their own dimension. But someone must stay behind to control it. Silence filled the room. Everyone knew what that meant. After a long pause, Ilara said softly, I started this. I'll finish it. Meanwhile, the Galactic Council watched helplessly from distant space. The Archon spoke with sorrow. We warned them, but now they are saving us all. As the Devourers advanced toward Earth one last time, the human fleet gathered near Jupiter, their final stand. Ilara stood in front of the glowing Erebus core, hands trembling but eyes strong. For humanity, she said. The engine activated. A massive vortex opened, swallowing the stars. The Devourers screamed as the rift pulled them in. The light consumed everything, Earth, the fleet, the sky itself. Then, silence. The light faded slowly. The stars returned one by one. The war was over, but the silence was heavy. The Galactic Council searched for signs of Earth, and found nothing. The blue planet was gone, hidden behind clouds of cosmic dust. For weeks they scanned the system, calling out on every frequency. No answer came. To the Council, it seemed humanity had sacrificed itself to save them all. But deep inside the quiet ruins of the moon base, a faint signal blinked, a voice played again and again. Dr. Ilara's final message. If you hear this, humanity still lives. We are the children of chaos. We never vanish. We adapt. Then from behind Earth's shadow, something moved. Sleek ships of new design. Faster and brighter than before, humanity had survived. The Erebus engine hadn't destroyed them. It had changed them. Now, their ships were powered by the same energy that once threatened them. The Galactic Council watched in awe. They evolved, one whispered. No, said the Archon. They became what we feared, unstoppable. Across the stars, new human beacons lit up, colonies rebuilding, fleets expanding. Signal spreading. The legend of Earth traveled through every system, the species that defied extinction, the race that turned death into power. And far away, a message was broadcast across the galaxy, repeating endlessly in every tongue. We warned humanity about the coming war. Now we know. They were born for it. The universe fell silent, not in fear but in respect. Because from that day on, no one underestimated humanity again.